Cold wind, rain, snow, and lots of it. No matter what part of the county you're in tonight, weather is top of mind for anyone who's been outside. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Kirsten Holmes. Marcella is off tonight. And I'm Jesse Pagan. From downed trees and power lines to graupel and snow, San Diego County is seeing it all tonight. Yep. The CBS 8 team is spread out working for you. Regina Urita is live in Julian, where they're expecting feet of snow to come down. Regina?
Yeah, Kirsten and Jesse, these icy temperatures are pretty brutal at this hour, especially with the gust of wind. What you're looking at right now is just we're in the middle of these snow flurries that have pretty much blanketed this entire town. Now I want you to see basically some of that slush on the ground. You can see the blanket of snow covering every inch in this town. There's also some cars covered in white powder from some of the light snowfall that came down about an hour ago. And we're definitely going to see even more because of these snow flurries. The town is empty tonight. Businesses closed early and locals went from the grocery store for essentials and straight home to bundle up. But earlier this evening, some San Diegans made the drive out here to enjoy the snow. Blankets of snow covering every part of the ground in Julian. Today's snowstorm already brought icy temperatures, snow flurries, and gusts of wind up to 60 miles per hour. For many living in the mountain town, it meant avoiding the roads and closing down businesses early. But for others, it meant making the drive to experience snowfall.
I'm from Virginia. We were in Borrego Springs, and it was lovely and sunny, and then we came over the mountain, and here we are.
This morning, roads were still clear for drivers.
It was easy coming out.
But pallets of snow covered the roads later in the evening, and strong winds caused some tree branches to move.
Pellets of snow swirling around and gusts of wind, and the road seemed to be sort of covered with stuff, but luckily we have four-wheel drive.
Heavier snowfall is expected into Saturday. According to the National Weather Service, we could be looking at 2 to nearly 4 feet of snow. Officials are warning that travel could be impossible and chains are strongly enforced for those needing to drive onto the mountain roads.
Cold, it's wet. Bring chains.
Bring chains.
Inclement weather has prompted school closures at Julian Union Elementary School District, Julian Union High School District, Mountain Empire Unified School District, and Spencer Valley School District, with potential closures following throughout the week. Now back here live, as I said, we continue to see those snow flurries just covering the roads here in Julian. We've also seen snow plows clearing up the roads for vehicles who might be heading home late. There are some road closures. So Sunrise Highway between Highway 79 and the I-8 is currently closed due to snow and ice. Of course, we could be expecting more road closures, and we will keep you updated. Right now, live in Julian, Regina Urita for CBS 8.
All right, Regina, thank you very much. Poor girl, freezing out there, but doing...
Yes, she is. You can see the snow coming down around her. So let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis, because we got the snow, we got the wind, we got the rain. Am I missing anything?
We got it all.
Think about it.
High surf, high seas.
That's a lot.
We got more.
We got a whole lot going on, yeah, but the plus side is a lot of that's actually calming down right now, because what's not going to be a big deal is the winds as we go into the next few days. Also talking about the high surf coming down, that's going to be the case through tomorrow. So this storm system that we had last night was more of a wind and a cold weather maker. So we definitely had a drop with temperatures, starting to see that snow across the mountains, and also dealing with some less gusty winds. Now we take a look at the satellite radar over the past few hours. We've been seeing some spotty activity, but as you saw in Regina's live shot, she is dealing with some snow. So we will continue to have that in the forecast as we go into the overnight hours. Taking a closer look at the in-house model, you are looking at a chance for some scattered showers as we go overnight, even maybe some more moderate pockets of rainfall. That's around 1:10 in the morning. Also seeing that snow as we go all the way into tomorrow morning at around 7:55. Less coverage west of the mountains when it comes to some wet weather, but we could see a cell near Fallbrook. Also looking at another influx as we hit about 11:50 for tomorrow morning, and potentially even some more moderate pockets of rainfall near Del Mar as well as downtown, with more snow in the forecast. It becomes a little less in coverage as we hit about 5:55 for tomorrow, still with the snow across the mountains. A few light showers west of the mountains as we go into about 11:40 tomorrow night across North County, and then we take a little bit of a break. That's the second storm system is going to move through. And then we have the third one, and that's an atmospheric river, all in 1 week. We'll go ahead and take a look at your complete forecast coming up. Kirsten?
All right, thank you for that, Carlene. Okay, so we want to show you what those strong winds did to some of our neighborhoods. You know, no area was safe. People from Ramona down to National City, everyone felt this wind. Some viewers tell us they actually had a hard time driving because the wind would push their car all over the lanes. We also found a lot of trees that were knocked down, leaving damage. And I want you to take a look at this. This is just one tree that fell on a car in Mission Valley, and the car's owner, thankfully, they weren't hurt. The city of San Diego says it was responding to calls about snapped branches and leaning trees, all to prevent more instances like this. In City Heights, a neighbor called the city about a fragile 30-foot palm. The city answered within hours and then sent an arborist that deemed it unsafe. Crews then took that tree down.
A lot of the calls are for simple, snapped branches, but some of the calls are for 30-foot queen palms that are leaning a little too much for our liking.
The city says there were nearly 100 Get It Done requests, all for trees. Half were for trees that fell on homes, cars, streets, or power lines. Thankfully, no one got hurt in all of this, but some of those were close calls.
And it wasn't just us. The weather is something much of the country is dealing with, and airlines are already canceling flights. According to FlightAware, airlines canceled more than 1,700 flights in the U.S. today. More than 6,200 were delayed. 10 flights were canceled out of San Diego today, while 192 were delayed. Those did eventually take off. Southwest has 68 of those delayed flights.
For the latest weather alerts right on your phone, download the free CBS 8 app in the App Store or on Google Play.